everybody, it's Robin. I'm coming on for, yes, I have my pajamas on still, and it's 4 o'clock in the day. I've been cleaning. I was coming on for jppeggy2's giveaway challenge. It's 3+1 giveaway challenge, and she said no, that didn't mean 4. What she's wanting us to do is show 3 tools that are our favorites and 1 handy dandy tip. And you must be a subby, and you can, I think she said you can either do a video response to enter or for so many entries, and then you can, or you can leave a comment with your entry below her video. But I'll put that down below to where you can go to her channel and get all the details for sure. So to get started, I pulled out more than 3. I can't count. But these are tools that I just absolutely positively couldn't live without now that I have them. And they're musts for me. One of which is my crocodile and my big bite. I like both of them because the crocodile is handy for things that are closer in, but if I want to put a hole in the middle of a page or further than what this will allow here, the big bite, I mean, you know, you really have to have a big bite, and it's just great for holes and setting eyelets and stuff, so it's kind of a must for me. Another thing is my heat gun. This one is from Hobby Lobby, but I have to have my heat gun because I'm so impatient. This one isn't as quiet as the Tim Holtz one, but it does the job, and I'm pleased with it. Plus it's purple. The next thing, I have arthritis in my hands, and I have since I was 16, so cutting through rounded corners on chipboard and stuff. This is this corner rounder by Zutter I had found at Tuesday morning, and I was so thankful that I did because I kept looking at it in the stores and wanted it so bad, but I didn't want to pay what they wanted for it. So fortunately I found this one at Tuesday morning, and if it ever breaks on me, I'll probably cry. But it's just so easy to use, and it cuts through chipboard like butter. The next thing is, speaking of cutting through things easily, is the corner chompers. We are memory keepers. I have 2 of these, but this is the only one that I use. The other one I'll show you is the one with the pink handles, or purple, pink, purple. I guess it's purple. But I rarely ever use these. But these have the stub setting on it, and that's the one that I use the most. So those kind of go hand in hand right there. And as a suggestion, you know, if you're wanting one, I have these 2. Never use this one. I would get this one. I mean, you may like that. One of them's the cloud and the scallop, but I'm not crazy about it. I don't know. It's just, I just rarely use it. The next thing, I guess I'll go ahead and show you this. You know, I was having issues with my little Fiskars paper trimmer. Well, I'd forgotten to show you all this one. And as far as cutting chipboard, Susie, my best friend Susie, bought me this one, and you never have to replace the blades. I love it. The only thing that I don't like about, I would use it all the time, but from the 5.5 inch mark to the 6 inch mark here, there's a gap, and it seems like every project that I do, I need to know that right there, so I'm having to take my ruler and look. But I love this. It cuts straight. You don't have to worry about buying blades. It cuts through chipboard with no problem whatsoever. And but it's the Fiskars. It's just the Fiskars big. I don't know what you call it, but I love that. Dearly love it. And the last tool, my ATG gun. I couldn't. It's a must. Okay, so there you go. See, I can't count. Alright, so there's that. And then the handy dandy tips. Yeah, I have more than one for them too. Remember me showing you all this before? For my mixed media? Well, if you do mixed media and you don't have a lot of stencils, you can make your own if you have a big shot. This is one option if you have a big shot. I had cut out the dress form and used the negative for my stencil template to put my modeling paste on there. And if you don't have a big shot, but if you have a, let's see if I can, I don't know if that's going to show up there. Here, I'll do it on this, and forgive all the little snippets of thread and yarn. I did this with my Big Bite. I made a little stencil. I just drew out the lines to where I'd know where to punch. So that's an option if you need a stencil. And then this one, and this may sound silly, but because these are only like 15 cents a piece, or even less than that really when you get them on sale at Michael's. But I always put my, if I'm going to be using my Mod Podge a lot, I always stick my brush down in a Ziploc baggie, and this has been in there for 2 days, and you can still see that it's quite wet and hadn't dried out. But just to save money, I mean, just because they're super duper cheap and you're going to be using it, you know, again, why not, you know, don't waste money. So that's that. And then my last tip for you, Peggy, that I have is about ink daubers. And I'll show you what I do. These things, you know how expensive these things are, and I personally, my budget can afford to buy one for every single color. So this is what I've been doing. Is I take, and of course I do have some of the finger-tipped ones in here as well, but I took, let's see here, I took a bottle cap and a triangle makeup sponge that I bought from, I just got a bag of them at the dollar store, and I glued it down in there, and used that for my, you know, rather than these, because these can get expensive too. And then I just took and stamped a circle on the top and put what color it was there. So that's an option for you, and as you can see I have many in here, but I have another option from this too, and I probably have more options and ideas on how to do this than I have space for, and that's the honest to God truth. Matter of fact, I know I do. When I was going to Michael's and getting those $2 grab bags, I kept getting all these weird stamps like this. And so I thought, I took and peeled every one of them off, you know, the stamp part off. And so what I'm going to do is take the refills that you use normally, you know, on the Tim Holtz distress tool. I don't know what those are called. Inker thingy-ma-doodles. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, I'm going to use these, and I'll just put a little bit of piece of Velcro there, and then I was going to take and stamp the top, stamp on a square piece on the top to where I could see what color it was, and then right on the edge what it was so I can pull it out of this box easily. So there's that. And if you don't have, if you don't want to buy these come in square too at the dollar store, but these are the circle ones. And I believe CHA was showing where they're coming out. Tim Holtz is coming out with a round one, which I guess is fine and dandy. But you can get these in square too. These are just makeup sponges, just regular makeup sponges, and they feel almost identical to these, almost identical. But you can take and the only difference is, see, they have the felt on the back. Just buy a cheap piece of felt, glue it on the back, and then glue a piece of Velcro on the back of your stamp block, and there you go. And if you don't have these, if you're out junking or thrifting, I call it junking, but if you're out at thrift stores and stuff, and you know how you'll see the ABC blocks, the kids' wooden ABC blocks, buy them, because you can slap some Velcro on them, and you have the perfect little, and it's enough to where you can grab it good. Or if you have say some scrap 2x2 laying around, have your husband or partner or whatever, or you even cut some little squares for you out of it to where it's a little block, and the same principle, do that. So anyway, that's my tools, and my favorite tools, and all the tips that I can think of. Oh, well, no, wait a minute. I had one more for you. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I can't count. I only have 2 pieces of milk glass, and I like everything to have a purpose. When I'm scrapbooking or paper crafting or doing any kind of project, you know how your desk will just get bombarded with things, and the little things seem to get lost? Well, I always feel my little milk glass pieces that are raised, because they're on pedestals, of course, put the little things in there, and that way, I can find them easily, just like that would go to a card. Well, that would get lost under the piles of scraps and snippets and stuff. But I just put them in, little bowls, and they don't have to be milk glass, of course, but just anything that's elevated where it's up off and not down in the piles of stuff. But anyway, there's that. I think that's it. I believe I'm done now, and I don't know if it qualifies or not, because I didn't count very well, but just thought that I'd share with you some of the things that I do as a tip. And everybody, please go over to Peggy's channel and subscribe. Listen, she does some great tutorials, and she's funny too on top of that. But she does some really good tutorials, and some things that I learned from her you all have seen on my channel. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's pretty here today, and sunny and warm, and I don't know why I chose to stay in the house and clean, but that's what I'm doing. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.